Shalom, my brothers and sisters. Good morning and good evening to you all around the world. In the book of Numbers, chapter 20, it speaks about the rock at Horeb. The children of Israel were dying in the wilderness, and they were 3 days in the wilderness with no water, and they and along with their animals were going to die of thirst. So they were going to kill Moses because they had had enough. There was nothing left for them. There was no food, no water, nothing. It was pure desert, and they said it was better in Egypt. Why did you lead us out of the land of Egypt to this rocky desert? We're about to die of thirst. But we will kill you first, Moses, for leading us into this desert. In Psalm 105, verse 41, it says that God opened the rock, and the water gushed out, and the water ran like a river that they desperately needed. And it filled the whole valley where they were at, and they were filled with living water. Now, there is some powerful teaching in this whole story about the rock. Psalm 81, verse 16 says that God would satisfy us with honey from the rock. Now, did you get that? There is honey in the rock. Who is the rock? The rock is Jesus. His words are life. His words are honey to us. It strengthens us. It sustains us. It brings us joy. It fulfills us. Jesus said, if you follow after me in my word, I will be with you. His word is life. His word is honey. Anybody can receive this word and be filled. The word is like honey. Eat it and consume it. Let it be inside you with its sweetness, filling you to overflow, and speak his word. There is honey in the rock. There are many great things God did for the children of Israel. There are so many miracles, the Red Sea parting and the miracles at Sinai. When God came down at Mount Sinai and at the rock of Horeb, the rock split and the waters gushed forth from it with living water flowing out of the rock. And there is honey in the word. Jesus is that honey in the rock. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made flesh through him. The Word is honey to us, and it fills us. When you fill your mind with the Word of God and all of his understandings and teachings, and when you believe his word and all that it says, then you will have faith that can move mountains. But you have to abide by the word Jesus taught. Get it into your mind that there is honey in the rock. Meditate on what the word says. With his word, the honey will satisfy you. Is what Jesus says to us not enough? Is his word not enough? Our God is more than enough. It says that my cup runs over. When he split the rock in the wilderness, he gave them an abundance to drink. He is more than enough. He is not a God of lack. It says in Psalm 78 that God gave them an abundance to drink like the depths. They did not lack water. They did not lack food. They were filled to satisfaction. That's what honey in the rock means. There is honey in the word that fills you beyond satisfaction, flowing through you. Then it will come forth like a living spring to everyone around you who is dry and thirsty and who needs that honey from the rock, who is Yeshua. It ran through the dry places like a mighty river, the places that were once dead and the dry rivers had flowed. So in this, open your mouth and fill your mouth with the word of God. Feed your soul with the word of God, and let the words of YEHOVAH consume your mind. Let Yeshua be the rock on which you stand on, and let his living water flow through you. Let the people be fed with the honey from the rock, which is the word of YEHOVAH. Do not be like the children of Israel. Do not be ungrateful or murmur or complain about everything. God saved you from Egypt. God saved you from the depths of hell. God brought you out of that place into a land flowing with milk and honey. Don't be that person stuck in the desert wandering around saying it was better in Egypt. Don't say that. Do you realize where God has brought you from? Do you realize how far you've come and how far you were at that time when you were in the pits of hell? When you had nothing going for you in your life, you were miserable, you were not fulfilled in your life. Then Yeshua came and filled you up. His word flowed through you like living water. And you testified his name to the world, saying, this is what YEHOVAH says. This is what his word is. He is the rock on which I stand on. And the rock I stand upon is Yeshua. He is the foundation of my life. And he is the foundation of all of our lives. Think of the honey in the word. Sometimes the word is bitter to our stomachs because it is hard for us to let it sink into our spirit, man. I don't want to give up the world, but the world is nothing. It is a place we live in for now, but eternity is forever. A new heaven and a new earth shall come, and Yeshua will appear, and he will rule and reign. Are we going with him? Or do you want to be stuck in the wilderness? Do you want to stay in Egypt? Or do you want honey from the rock? Do you want frogs, locusts, flies, plagues? Do you want Egypt? Now think of the Amalekites who had attacked Israel in the wilderness. Do you want your enemies attacking you in your darkest times, in your wilderness? Do you want to be vulnerable when there is nothing for you? Remember, rebellion, it is the sin of witchcraft. God saved you, but when you were a child, you spoke like a child. You said childish things. But when you grew up with the word of God in you established, you put away those childish things. You put away the pleasures of the world. The world is nothing but only for a season. It's only for a little while. But the word of YEHOVAH is forever, and it's honey in the rock. God bless you, my brothers and sisters.